So this is Wraith King. Your comment in this game is Wraith King again, or as well. I solo
For
queue this
battle,
match.
good
Want some
man.
tips on when I can start farming stack ancients, jungling efficiency, and I think I like decision making because I'm confused about where to go after I do certain tasks. Also, if you can advise me of how not to get tilted inside after a match. A tilt? You want to ask me about tilt? I'm not good about untilting myself. I'm good at tilting others, so maybe I can help you with it. Still AM in there? Ah, US time. Alright. Yeah, we know that you don't have a girlfriend. Don't worry. I have a girlfriend. Yeah, well, let's get into it now. Okay. What's your item choice in here? I actually like the item choice in here. Potentially you're going to play again. Well, this is kind of weird lane. Look at the draft of the enemy. They have troll and then Slardar. Ah, Slardar both carry? No one wants to support? I mean, if your enemy is actually Slardar, the Ring of Protection will be nice. But again, it's still fine as well because you can just upgrade it later for the AC. So I expected Slardar. Yeah, I expected it too. Slardar, and since they have these kind of cores, maybe Troll Warlord mid, AM carry, Slardar Zeus maybe. I don't know. But I'm really
30
expecting
seconds
Slardar
to
to be in the
battle.
offline. Wait, this is uncalibrated, right? Still uncalibrated? When are you going to calibrate your rank? You should calibrate your rank now.
The battle begins!
So let's see. We're going for phase boots. Yep, it's good. Still need about 9 hours. That's nice. Best of luck. I like it. You're trying to cut all the trees. That's nice. Blocking. Okay. They actually block it more. How about the creep aggro? Creep aggro? No. Deny. Okay. Creep aggro. Nice. Last hit. Perfect usage there. Nice one. But the problem is that you aggroed to the range of the tower. But I think it's still fine. Nice last hitting. But yeah, the range creep was not there. Oh, you're not able to last hit range creep. This is the time that you can actually use your Q to last hit the range. Q. Last hit. Instead of attack. Why the range creep is so important? It's because you will have levels. You will have level advantage to the enemy. Although it was not denied, which is nice, but you need to make it a habit that, if possible, don't let the enemy deny the creeps, especially the range creeps. You're trying to contest the deny. That's nice. Okay, no contest. Deny. Okay. Last it. Nah, you cannot. Even the hoodwink is not trying to last it. You drag it? Oh, this is really bad. You drag it. I think it's fine if you just controlled the lane. Because of what you do right now, the lane is going to be pushed in and you miss the last hit. Okay. Stun, maybe? This guy only has Q. You can actually go for stun and then the hoodwink can fall with stun. First angle, it's fine. So far, the game is good. So far.
First
You're top of the
blood!
network of the CS chart,
First
which is nice.
Axe is impressed!
So I can just hold and not letting the creep go. Yeah, just tank a few hits from the creeps. Look at here. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, the lanes is going to be pushed in because of that creep equilibrium. Because you decided to uh put the creeps in here, and then that will naturally make them be weaker on their side because they died immediately. Okay, so here the enemy is free farming. Although you're free farming as well, but what if they start denying everything in there?
Bad for you, Astarion, but this is bloody nuts.
And it's gonna be dangerous to you as well if you're going to play outside of the tower's range. One of the best thing about the playing around tower is the aura, like the tower protection. It doesn't say in here, but I think here. Armor increased by 3, health regen by 1. So that's why, if possible, you must play around the tower because of the armor and then the HP regen that it will give to you. So yeah. But here, if the lane is going to be pushed in again, the enemy is going to have the tower buff, and potentially you will not be able to play aggressive on them because if you attack them incorrectly, the tower might hit you, and it hurts because it's still early game and you don't have the items yet to tank a tower. If it's League of Legends, it's much more punishing. But since it's Dota 2, it's not really that high damage. But yeah, I like your last hitting. I like your last hitting right now compared to the other one, or compared to the last one. But the biggest problem that I have is the creep equilibrium, your control on the equilibrium. So here, yeah, let's see it here. You're getting harassed by them. And they're not afraid to actually trade hits with you because they're kind of strong. Double range crit. You failed. You could actually go in there first. Tower is almost free living armor. Yeah. Tower is really important early game. You cannot last it. Your guy is pulling. Good thing you're kind of aware to it. You're not putting yourself in danger. But he kind of she kind of messed up when it comes to the pull, but it's fine. As long as the creeps will be around you, like almost in front of your tower, it's fine. They cannot dive you under tower anyway. But if it's something like Slardar, I think you should be more afraid about it. Or Timbersaw, they will really dive under tower with level 3 or level 4. Phase boots, yep. Going for boots, okay, nice. That's it. Last it. Okay, you miss and you miss again. Okay. Tango again. You still have like 3. You're really having a problem when it comes to the last hitting under tower. So one solution is don't make the creeps go under tower, or practice last hitting under tower.
I could do with more of that.
I know it's hard at first, but again, if you just keep on practicing, you'll be able to get the timing. Last set, almost there. You can actually aggro in here. Aggro and then last it. I don't know why you're not doing it. You're afraid of what? Here, your creep aggro earlier is actually good, but when I said that the only question is consistency, this is where it shows. You don't have the consistency when it comes to the creep aggro. Here, if you actually aggroed right now, since you have double range creeps in here, and then you have like 5 melee creeps, they cannot easily pressure you in here. Wait a second, yeah, go refresh what happened. Let me know once you're back. There's actually a big opportunity. I mean, for farming. Done? Okay. So here, if you actually go for the creep aggro, let's say the AM, you aggro it in here, those 3 creeps will follow you. Okay? Those 3 melee creeps will follow you. And the enemy cannot attack you easily, aside from this Glaives of Wisdom. The AM cannot really contest you in there because you have like 5, 7, even 8 creeps in the lane. and if they tank it, it's gonna be painful for them. Okay, so you need to abuse the equilibrium and also the number of your creeps, and you failed to abuse it. Look at here, look at here. You should actually fight because they're tanking the creeps. But yeah, Hoodwink doesn't want it. So you just need to work on your consistency on the creep aggro. If you're not being able to last at anything, do the creep aggro. You did it before at the start of the game, but now you're not doing it. You did it and then you gave up immediately. There's a cooldown of the aggro, 2.5 seconds. Global aggro, tower, siege, neutral, 2.5 seconds cooldown.
Radiant's top tower is under
So
attack.
it means if a creep attacked you and then you decided to de-aggro the creep, and then they change the target, you need to wait for like 2.5 seconds again in order to aggro them if you're going to issue an attack to the hero. So you should abuse those things. And if you manage to abuse that, you can actually dive under tower without the tower hitting you. Of course, if you have the units as well, like the creeps or the tower or the siege, or I mean the other units or even heroes, you can de-aggro the tower as well. So early game, it's just consistency with the creep aggro, creep equilibrium as well, and let's see what will happen here next. Five skeletons. Okay. Once you're 6, yeah, release it. But there's no other farm. Maybe you go here instead, and then release the skeletons. This is only 2 creeps, by the way. Now it's going to be like 6 creeps. If you actually give this creeps to your Hoodwink, possibly he will get like level 5, and close to level 6. And you, on the other hand, will be able to finish this, and this, and this. Since you already have like 6 Vampiric Spirit charges, or skeletons. And from there, you can actually go like this, and even here. Level 6, okay. But it's still fine if you push out the lane like this. You need to make sure that you will be able to farm. You can actually get this. Why you're not taking this? You want this. The farm is kind of the same. So. And again, you're not releasing your skeletons. It's fine if you actually went here because this is the large camp. This is the medium camp. This is the small camp. Medium only. You need to be familiar as well, Perb, regarding the camps, the neutral camps, in the map. You need to know which one is large one, which one is small one. This one is large. Large. I'm not sure if this is small or medium. I'm sure this is medium. This is small. I'm waiting 7 or 8. No, it's not gonna happen because you need to have like level 7 or level 4 Vampiric Spirit. Yo, Altezo, what's up? That's the guy with the tag of Kazuhiro. Kazuhiro? Is it? I don't know. That's his tag. Kazuhiro Hori. Zed. We're going for armlet. When it comes to your farming though, so far you only hit one large camp, which is in the top left. Okay, so far you only hit it once. So
Even I like a good bauble.
maybe focus more on the large camp here, and then this large camp, and then ancient camp. This is a stacked one. It's gonna be difficult for you though to take. So yeah, that will be solved if you know those type of camps that you have. So let's see it here, level 7. You release it with 6 charges, but it's still fine. They can easily take it. Let's speed up the game a bit, because you're just going to farm in here. And again, yeah, you're going back in here. Like, you even have this chipped vest, which is one of the best farming item, neutral item that you could have. I really wanted to walk around the ancient camps, like especially level 7, even level 5. You can take the ancient camps. How will I farm that that stack ancient? I don't think you can actually farm it. I don't even think that the stack ancient camp is actually for you, because you have Tide Hunter. Tide Hunter can easily. What the fuck is this? If this is max anchor smash, he can easily take the ancient camps. Or if this is not for the Tide Hunter, it's going to be for sniper. Wait, what the fuck is this again? Shrapnel level 1. How can you farm effectively with level 1? But yeah, the point is, if it's stacked, you cannot easily take it, because you're a Wraith king. Okay, you need to question yourself. If this is stacked, maybe this is not for me. Maybe this is for Tide Hunter. Maybe this is for sniper. Okay, but seeing their skill builds, I don't think they can easily take it as well. So the answer to your question is, this is not for you. the stack is not for you. I don't know who the fuck stack it, and what are they thinking. If you went for Battle Fury, maybe you can take it, but stack Ancients? Nah, it's not gonna happen on Wraith King. If you have Radiance, maybe you can take it, but don't die taking it. Yeah, you can try it, but it's gonna take a lot of time for you to clear it. I actually like his approach that instead of taking it, which will take so much time, just push or pressure top, right? This is much better. So I have to take Ancients later on, yes. Or tell your team to clear it for you, because you cannot take it easily. Again, if you take it, it's gonna take forever. You might even lose your HP or life in there, and then pop their reincarnation if you're not being careful. But yeah, it's not really a good idea to take stack as Wraith King. Radiance, yeah, Armlet Radiance. I like. This one will give you more armor. That's nice. And okay. If you want to use your skeletons, you need to take care of the Thunder Hide. Yep. And again, Perb, you can actually try to farm it in here, because the creeps will go from here to here, like aggroing. So you should try to attack it there, like attack them, aggro them, and then attack it in here. So in that way, it will be much easier to take, because instead of them attacking you, they need to go back to their camp and then attack you again. So it's gonna be some downtime for them dealing damage. So yeah, Radiance, 17 minutes already, Armlet, okay. The farm is still fine. Yep, going for large camp, okay. Your Skeletons is at mid. Okay. Medium camp again. Farming, okay. You can actually go to the large camp again in the bottom left side, and then go to the Ancients again, but yeah. Guys, please abuse the Ancients. It's one of the that's one of the biggest bounty or experience in the game. If you ever watch a pro game or even high MMR games, they really rely so much on the triangle. That's why they will even smoke just to contest the triangle or take control of it, you know? Because it has the biggest amount of experience and golds that you'll ever get in the whole map, aside from the creep wave and towers. the ancient campus is the biggest, aside from heroes, of course. Problem with me is I abuse it too much. That you just AFK farm the whole game and being useless, right, Zed? I remember that. Even if you have like a carry Spectre, you don't want to give it to the carry. You still want it as a mid. But yeah, again, but still fine. At least you recognize that the ancient camp is one of the biggest gold and experience source that you will ever have in the game. I mean, killing supporters is fine, but it's not really that high bounty and experience because of their levels and net worth. So you actually died in there because of just maybe surprise on the diffusal blade, mana burn. But yeah, you can work on it with the shard later on. You should take this and then go farm in the jungle. Wait, why are you going in here? You're going to invade in here in their triangle? It's gonna be difficult though because your team is showing at top. Yeah, you're going at it. Okay. This is the problem. If your team is playing on the top lane, since they can see you, or since the enemy can see them, don't try to play in the bottom if they're playing around top and mid, because it's really hard for you guys to play 3 lanes at once. Like what happened in there, you're kind of lucky that the enemy is not ready to kill you in there because you don't have mana at that point, right? If the AM has a backup in there, I think you're dead, and your team cannot help you in there because they are playing on top, they're showing on top. Okay, that's why I'm kind of concerned when you are trying to invade their triangle alone like this. Because if it's me, after clearing this, I'll go back to my ancients in here. In that way, my team is playing in here, I'm playing in here. If ever that they will kill me, your team can TP in here in the tower and here and then save you. But if it's in here, the only option for your team is to just walk in here to save you. So yeah, never do that again. 3 lanes at once, it's not really that easy. It's really hard. It's just a bit of a luck in there that you didn't die. Only AM tried to kill you in there, but again, AM is not enough. He needs like stun to do it. And yeah, you defended the tier 1. Hoodwink defended the tier 1 as well. Farm, farm, farm. You have your Radiance. So I wonder what's gonna be the next item. The enemy troll has Diffusal. I'm not sure if you recognize it. The AM has mana burn, so it will be logical for you to go for the shard next item. So just farm near where teammates are. Yes, exactly. You need to know the dangers, okay? If you're alone in there, they cannot help you. Alright? So yeah, shard. I like it. That's nice. So you go for shard this time. Okay. So what's the plan? You're just basically controlling the enemy in here, like okay. He just went in there to die. And after shard, what else? This is troll dead, right? This is their carry. So I wonder why you're not taking Roshan or any objective like high ground. By the way, Perp, the game is like an hour game. I'm going to cut it around 30 to 40 minutes because I think the game is gonna be the same thing. Like it will progress based on your net worth. The decision making is still gonna be the same though. So yeah, because we're not going to learn a lot in those type of games or in the late game that much. It's basically more of a early to mid game decision making, and then once you have those decision making right in the early to mid game, it's gonna be easy for you to play in the late game. And again, you did the same mistake in here. Good thing you have shard this time, and then your team is just walking in here, right? But then they're kind of late because your team is kind of too far. How this game lasts an hour? Yeah, I'm actually wondering why this game went for an hour. Because you guys are really really dominating the game. You are trapping them inside of the base. So I'm thinking that there is a huge throw in this particular game, and then yeah, there is a throw in here. That's why. Last time the offlane did initiate. This time this Lara initiated at the wrong time, wrong place. Okay. So you took the racks. That's nice. Zone. Yeah. So into the mid game, for the biggest problem that I see, like at this point of the game, is that playing 3 lanes at once. Okay. Just think of it like this. If your team is playing as 4 at top, and then you're playing bottom alone, okay? Especially you're showing in the lane, and then the enemy saw you in there. The enemy can actually engage your team. It's going to be 4 versus 5, okay? Since you're not there, one of the most farmed hero of the Radiant side is not there. Potentially, the Dire could win the team fight, 4 versus 5, okay? That's why if you're going to farm in the mid game, I want you to be more of a near to your team. Like, play 2 lanes only, top mid, bottom mid. Never go for when your team is playing here in this side of the map. You're playing here. It's really difficult, okay? Because if fight broke up here, let's say you don't have the outpost yet, the only thing that you can do is just walk from bottom to their side. And if they go on you, your team has to do the same thing. And again, it's possibly they're late, okay? Because they have the info. So be careful with these kind of map movement that you are doing. Can we see the throw at the end? I don't think so. They still managed to win the game, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so it's not actually a throw, but it's kind of, I don't know. Maybe mercy to the enemy, like false hope. I don't know. The neutral item is still in there. Come on now. And please stop using the killing blade. You should sell it and then go for a Mitchell hammer. Okay, armor. So yeah, do you have any questions to me though, Perb? Just want to know if you have any questions, because I think I've seen enough of your games or of your Wraith King, and then I want you to focus on those things first. We missed the enemy thrown once and left it with a little HP. They didn't finish the job. Okay. Dude, the killing blade is useless right now. Ogre Axe will give you basically 20 damage. Or, nah, just 10 damage and then 200. 200 HP. If the Ancient is not stacked, can I take it? Yes, of course. This is 130 gold, this is 1000 gold. This has more value. 200 HP, 10 damage. 10 strength, basically. This one is only like what? Plus 12 to non-hero units? But you're hitting heroes already. So this is useless. But yeah, you already completed your BKB, which make it useful. Sure. And the BKB usage is kind of early. I don't know why you use it already. Like here, the guy used the Ravage. So that means there's no need for you to use your BKB in here. Because they're stunned, right? What is the spell that they're going to use on you if they're stunned and they're running away from you? So you just don't use the BKB in there, because they're going to run away and not fight. And what if I play near my team, they took my farms, then what can I do? It's not actually that they're going to take your farm. Like, let's say in here, okay? Let's say your team is invading in here, and then you are here earlier, right? Remember when you walk up here and then you died? So here, instead of you going here to the enemy's ancient, you can actually go to your ancients. Okay, because you already have the outpost in there. If the enemy will fight your team, you can TP to the outpost and then help them. And if the enemy go on you, since you are in your ancient, again they can TP and help you. They can TP and help you. Okay, that's why in the same principle, you're still playing 2 lanes at once. Okay, 2 lanes, top and then mid, top mid, top mid. Okay, if you're here, they cannot really help you aside from walking. So if they took your farm, I think they don't understand their role. And that's something that you must tell them as a carry, is that, dude, I'm farming in here. Go in other lane, or go in other source of farm. Unless it's it's an Earth Shaker that has like that needs like 200 gold to complete his Blink Dagger. Of course, you will give it to him. But you know, it's really a case-to-case basis. That's why you need to talk to them, communicate. And then that means the other lane is dead lane. Yes, exactly. I don't want to use the term dead lane because it could be confusing to others.
Guess it's my
I'm just
shout.
using the tactic of 2 lanes only, 2 lanes at most, 2 lanes. So it will be, and then give the reasons. Like, it will be much easier for your team to respond, and it will be much easier for you as well to react or respond. I don't think it's dead lane, like in bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
You did not actually go to bottom. You invade their triangle without any vision earlier, so that's really risky. If it's pushing, then who will defend it? I mean, no one is pushing it, right? Because they just fought in here. They just fought in here and then they win. So no one is actually pushing in here. No one, because they just fought in here, right? And then when the enemy is responding, the Wraith King is still in here, and this is where he died because the team is already controlling this. Okay, they won the team fight and then they stayed in there to control it. But since they won the team fight in here, not here, this is where they stayed. So Wraith King going in here is suicide because the enemy respond and the enemy know that the enemy know that the Radiant is still in here in this area because they're not showing on the map. That's why their only option is to play here. If the bot lane is pushing and we were at the top lane, we will push the lane back. I mean, so you want to defend the bottom tower, basically. So let's say your team is here playing 2 lanes, and then this tower is being pushed. You want to defend it by TPing or going in there. Is that what you're saying to me? So if that's the case, my reaction to that is that's really game losing. Why? Why it's game losing? First, you're going to defend the tower, which means there are creeps in there. There are creeps, and therefore there are vision, right? The enemy can see that you TP'd or you went to bottom, right? You went to bottom. So that means if you're in bottom and then the enemy can see you, the enemy know or will have the confidence that your team is still in here. 4 enemies or 4 teammates in here, and you are defending in here, right? So since there are 5 heroes respawning after they lost the fight, what can they do about it? They can actually fight 4 versus 5, and potentially they can win it because there's still 5, and you, one of the strongest hero on the map, is fucking AFK in the bottom lane being trapped, right? So that's my take on it. So that's why you must play 2 lanes only at once, because if someone will play to the to the bottom, or in the third line, if the enemy will group up, you will be outnumbered. So what should I do to prevent that? You can just glyph, or you can just give it. Trade, you know? If it's only tier 2, it's fine. Just give it. You're taking their tier 2, and then you're going to control the outpost, and then Roshan, potentially, right? So, why do you need to bother about controlling the other lane if you are controlling 2 lanes already? You cannot easily control 3 lanes, unless it's a really stomp game. If you try to do 3 lanes, it's really gonna be difficult. You can try it, Perb, if you want. If you want that concept of yours, or that question, if you want to try to apply it in your games, you can try it. But that's my warning about it. He can send in skeletons for sure, but what is the guarantee that the skeletons will actually go to bottom? Right? Because the skeletons will attack the nearest targets. So let's say the skeletons are running in here, and then he saw the large camps. He will fight the large camp immediately. And what if that has the Hellburst Masher? Potentially the skeletons will die. And after killing this, the skeletons will go in here. The skeletons cannot be controlled unless you stun. Here. The skeletons are just like creeps. But the difference is that the creeps only have the lane to attack. But when it comes to the skeletons, it will only attack everything, like nearest target. So they will walk from here to here, and then when they saw a target, they will attack it immediately. It's fine though. It's fine. But yeah, Perb, the concept of playing 3 lanes at once, I'm telling you, based on my experience, it's really bad. Okay? Look at here. Right? Your team is here, and enemy has vision. But if you really want to try to play 3 lanes at once, go for it. I will not prevent you from doing it, but hopefully you will realize what I'm saying when you learn it the hard way. So yeah, that's all that I can talk about. It's more of a map movement on you when it comes to the mid game. Let me know if you have any questions, because I'm going to end the replay in here. What if a random teammate did it? Tried the best not to fight. It depends on what kind of teammate we're talking to. If it's something like Tinker, it's fine because the Tinker can always teleport. If it's something like Nature's Prophet, it's fine as well. If it's something with Io, it's fine. Or if it's something like Ember Spirit, it's fine as well. Kunkka, it's fine as well. Because those kind of heroes can always go back into you, regardless of the the situation. That's the heroes designed. But if it's something that is really cannot get back into the fight, don't fight, because you're going to be outnumbered at that point. I see some posts for taking the bot lane. What does that mean? I don't know what does it means. Like all I can see is your Wraith King gameplay. Because if we talk about the other positions gameplay, or let's say the Hoodwink, the Necro, you're not going to improve that way if we talk about other guys. For the most part, if someone is if someone TP'd to the other lane that you don't have a control over with, you guys should retreat to safety, unless you are seeing the enemy as well that is not trying to group up and then fight you 4 versus 5. So it's really case-to-case basis depending on the map movement of your team and the enemy's team. So my point is, always look on the minimap. Sammy, I submitted the Enigma replay. So the Phosphors are taking the benefits from their... Yeah, potentially. He is taking advantage of it, potentially. But what you can do about it is tell him that he's doing it wrong. You should tell him that it's wrong. And you should tell your team that if someone TP'd, regardless of the position, if it's +4, +5, whatever, you should tell your team that you guys are much weaker if 5 versus, if the enemy will try to engage you as a group, it's not gonna be worth it. Because you're going to play against 5 and then your teammate just TP'd, right? You're outnumbered, so try not to engage in there. It's gonna be difficult. It's more of a management in your games, in your actual games. Like, how do you communicate with these guys? Because sometimes it's part of the plan of the team. Like, even me, when I'm playing support or offlane, I will tell my team that, hey guys, I'm going to TP in here, so don't fight. Let's back off for a while, and then I'm so close with my item and such. So it's really case to case basis. You need to communicate. You know. Any other questions though? Any follow up? Follow up question with that. Can a team do 3 lane when enemy shows on the map? Like they're splitting? Yeah, you can do it. Just make sure that you will get the advantage out of it. If you're really strong, it's fine. But again, if you are going to play 3 lanes, I don't think it's gonna be easy for you guys to take advantage. But yeah, you can try it, okay? You still have hours to spare before going into the ranked matches. So you can try it. You can try to play 3 lanes at once and then see it for yourself, if it's efficient or not. I think that's one of the reasons why the game took longer than it should be. Because by 30 minutes, you are already taking control of the game. But for some reason, you guys delayed it. Alright, I'll put a check mark on your request, and Perp, don't forget my feedback, okay? Let me know if it's helpful or not. And then try the experiment, okay? 3 lanes versus 2 lanes. Let me know if it's let me know what's the result of your experiment, or in your games, basically.